Okay, so next we're going to be working on the patch pocket. So you should have cut one layer out of the actual pocket here, and then one layer which should represent the garment. Okay, so the pocket's going to go on top of that. So for right now, we're going to leave that out of the way. On the actual pocket layer, we're going to go in and you're going to draw a guideline at 1/4 of an inch so we can finish the top edge of this pocket. And we're going to take it to the iron. You can do this with your pencil or you can do this with chalk. I didn't think the white chalk would show up too good, so I'm going to just draw that in pencil. And we're going to go over to the iron next. Okay, so at the iron, what we're going to do is go in and turn this twice. So I'm going to turn this on my guideline and press that 1/4 of an inch under. And then I'm going to turn it one more time, 1/4 of an inch, and press it. Okay, you can choose to pin the pocket down if you'd like, but if you do a good job of pressing it, it should stay in place. Mine got a little toasty because the iron was too hot. So if you do want to press it, or pin it, I'm sorry, you're going to go in this way and pin it. If not, you're just going to set your stitch length on 3 here. And I have my top stitching foot on. And I'm going to go in and we are going to line it up here so that we can catch the fold. So I want to make sure the fold is just inside of my left side of my foot. So I'm going to back tack. And I'm just stitching trying to catch the fold. And I'm going to back tack here. Clip my thread. So we just finished the top edge of the pocket. Okay, next I'm going to go in around the unfinished raw edges of my pocket, and with my ruler and either chalk or pencil, I'm going to mark 1/4 of an inch. I want to be careful and make sure that I have a nice intersection here so I can turn a sharp corner at the bottom of my pocket. Fabric keeps moving. And I'm going to go back to the iron and we're going to press each of those edges down. Okay. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and press this toward the wrong side. So that's the side of my pocket that has the fold at the top. And again, I want to make sure I have a nice sharp corner here and at the bottom. Okay, so next, what I want to do is go ahead and pin my pocket on. I'm going to start by placing it in the middle of my template. And I'm going to make sure that this corner edge here is folded back, going all the way through the layers. And then I want to pin my corners, making sure my pocket's nice and flat. Making sure my corners are sharp. Okay, and then I'm going to just fill in pins where I need them. And here. Okay, so again, I'm on number 3 stitch. And I'm using the top stitching foot. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to line this up. And we don't stitch over pins. So I'm going to make sure I take that out before I start stitching. And I want to start stitching right in the corner. Because that corner needs to be reinforced. If it's for your actual pocket, that's a stress point, so that a lot of times that will tear. So I'm going to go ahead and start stitching. Notice that I'm lining up the outside of my pocket with the outside of my top stitching foot. So I'm stitching about 1/8 of an inch in. Okay, now you can draw your top stitching on, but I'd like for you to get in the habit of being able to judge it. So I know I can take probably one more stitch, turn, and line this up. I'm going to just walk it till I get to the middle. Okay, and I'm going to stitch to the top and back up. Now, I want a second row of top stitching. That's going to be 1/8 of an inch from that first row. So I'm going to go in and clip my threads here. So now I'm going to line up my outside of my foot on the right with my first row of top stitching. And I can see I got a little bit of a wonky edge there, which hopefully that will get fixed when I go in to press it. And I think here I turned a little bit too close, but I'll just get back in line, back tack, and then come out. So last step is I'm just going to press this
on the front, and the patch pocket is done. Okay, and just remember that this stays open.